Hello, welcome to Super Billing. In this video, we are going to see a quick demo of Super billing software. So let's start Super Billing. Wait for it to load and log in with your username and password. Select your company and financial year. Here I have only one company and select the appropriate financial year. Click on login. After we log in, a home page or a dashboard will be displayed. Here you will get your sales, purchase, products, expense, accounts information. Your sales this month, purchase this month, the amount you have to pay and receive, products max in stock, low in stock, expense this month, cash in hand, cash at bank, and your balance in other accounts. Okay. Now let's quickly set the opening balance. To set the opening balance, in the left menu, click on Accounting and click on Set Opening Balance. Now you can set your cash in hand balance. So now I am providing it as 2000 and cash at bank I am providing it as 10,000. Click on Update. Okay, opening balance has been updated. Let's refresh the page by clicking on Home button here. Now you can see in Accounts section we have cash in hand 2000 and cash at bank 10,000. Now let's start by adding a customer. In the left menu, click on Customer or Dealer, and in the right side you will see a button called Add Customer or Dealer. Click on that button and you will get a window to add a customer. For the customer name, I am giving it as customer 1 and select a state. I am giving it as Tamil Nadu and mobile number, customer mobile number and email address. If you need, you can provide these details. These are optional. And the type. Now we are going to add only a customer. If you are going to add a dealer, which we will see later in this video, we can select dealer, or if a customer one is a customer and a dealer, you can select customer and dealer. Okay, for now we are going to select customer. You can enter the customer's GST number if you have, or leave it as blank, and the address of the customer if you need. And next is the balance. If a customer has a balance that he is payable to you, then you can enter the balance here. I am entering 200 and I am clicking on Receivable. I need to receive 200 from this customer. If you need to pay the customer, you have to select Payable, where you have to pay the customer 200. Now we will click on Receivable as I need to receive 200 from this customer. If the opening balance is 0 or you are entering a new customer, you can leave this as blank, no problem. So for now I am giving it as 200. Okay, and click on Save. Customer has been saved successfully. Close this window and you can see there is a customer 1 which we have added earlier, and the balance is 200. Okay, next we are going to add a product. To add a product, in the left menu, click on Products, and right side you will see a button called Add Product. Click on Add Product. Add Product screen will appear. Here we can choose whether it is a product or a service. Now I am adding a product. I will leave it as product. Next, category. What category you want to put this product on? If it is uncategorized, you can leave it as blank. Else you can type in the category name. Now I am going to add a product called pen drive. So I am giving the category as drives and the product name pen drive 64 GB. Okay, and mention the product's MRP. This is totally optional. You can mention or leave it as blank. So I'm going to give it as 3000, and the purchase price of this particular product, it will change according to the dealer where you buy from, but you can give an approximate price or leave it as blank. So now I'm going to give it as 2000. And the sale price, this sale price is mandatory. You have to provide this sale price. I will give it as let's give it 2500. Okay, now the tax percentage for this product is 18, and the HSN code, let's give it as 1234 for this tutorial or demo. And the next is stock in hand. For stock in hand, you have to provide how many stock that you have currently in your hand. So if you have 0, you can give it as 0. If you have 10 numbers of this pen drive, you can give it as 10. So now I am giving it as 10. And the unit, you can select units from here or provide in your own units. So pieces like this, I'm giving it as pieces, or you can stick with numbers, no problem. And the next one is sales tax price. You have two options here, included and excluded. Included is you can include the product, that is the sale price is including GST. So if we click on included, it will calculate the 18% tax and display a price which adds the 18% tax and comes to 2500. So it will be 2118.64 plus 18% tax will be 2500. Now if you need to exclude the tax from this, just click on exclude and you will get the original price. Okay, if you don't want this and you have to override it completely, you can click on clear selection. Next, the item code. The item code is auto generated. If you need to provide a new item code, you can delete this and provide a new item code as well. I'm giving it as 1234. And the next is min stock alert. This is minimum stock alert, which is displayed in the dashboard or the home page. If the pen drive stock goes below this amount of stock which you are going to give it as min stock alert, it will alert you and say you the product is in minimum stock, so you can order it. So I'm going to give it as 5. So if the quantity of this pen drive reaches 5, it will intimate me that this product is going to be out of stock soon. This is the max stock alert, which is maximum stock alert. If you have maximum stock, it will alert you. For example, if the stock goes above 20, it will alert you this product is stocked at maximum. You don't need to buy this time. Okay. And the next is the negative stock alert. Allow negative stock alert. Here, if you give it as yes, the stock will go below 0. So where the stock will be maintained, but it will also go below 0. If you give it as no, the stock will not go below 0. It will be maintained above 0 or 0. I'm going to give it as no. And the dealer, if you have added a dealer in the previous screen, in the add customer screen, it will be displayed here. So since we have not added, you can give it or leave it, it is optional. And this is price for customer. We have two customers here. If you need to give a custom pricing for a customer who is buying you regularly from you, you can select this customer and change the price according to that customer. Now we are going to give it as everyone. Next is the barcode. Here the barcode is auto generated according to our settings. You can clear this barcode and provide your own barcode or stick with the same barcode. I'm going to stick with this barcode. And next is opening stock. The opening stock is equal to the stock in hand. So we are going to give it as 10. And the default discount. So if you need to provide a discount by default, for example, the sale price of this pen drive is 2500 and you need to give discount of 500 on each sale, you can provide here. So now I'm going to give a discount of 100 for each quantity. I'm going to give it as 100. So the final price of the pen drive will be 2500 minus 100, which is 2400, while we are invoicing to our customers. Okay, now click on save. The product is saved successfully. Close this window, and you can see the product has been added here. You have 10 in stock. Let's create a new sales invoice. To create a sales invoice, on the left menu, click on sales and click on new sale. A new sales window will be opened. And the first option is you can select whether this sales is cash or credit sales. So now we are going to select it as credit sales, and you have to select the customer. So we are selecting the customer that we have added now. Click on this drop down and click on this customer, or you can type in the first name of the customer and select it. And below, the balance, the current balance of the customer will be displayed here. So the balance of this customer is 200, which we have to collect from him. So it has an incoming sign. Okay. Next is the details of the customer will be automatically loaded here, but you can also override and provide details here also. Okay. Next is the e-way bill number. So if you have a e-way bill number, you can type in here or leave it as blank. This is the PO number or purchase order number. You can type any purchase order number or leave it as blank. This is the referral. So if an employee is referring this sales, or you have a referral program, you can enter the employee's referral code here, so that it will show on the employee sales window here. Okay. And the next here is we have the invoice number, which is auto generated. You can also override the invoice number. So if you want to give it as 3, you can do it. However, you cannot repeat the invoice numbers. So now let's keep it as 2. And the next is the invoice date. You can change the date to any date you need. And also you can select the current date. Next is the due date for the invoice. If you need, you can give the due date for the invoice. The default is 15 days. For let's say you are giving credit for 30 days, just type in 30 and the due date will be calculated, or you can directly select the due date here. Next is the state of the customer where you are supplying to. So Tamil Nadu is the interstate here. If you select, you can select different states according to the customer. Okay. Here is where you will add a product. So now we can add product by 4 ways. First one is by the item code. We have given the item code for pen drive as 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are typing this item code here and pressing the enter button. See, the product has been added successfully. The HSN code, tax, the sale price is 2500, quantity 1, unit numbers, discount is 100. We have given the default discount as 100, and the total amount is 2400. And the tax is calculated here. CGST 9%, SGST 9%, and the tax total and the grand total 2832. Okay. Now let's click on this row and remove this and add by barcode. So if you scan the barcode of the product is SB002 and the product is added automatically. This is the second type, and remove this row. The third type is by typing in the first letter of the product. So for pen drive, I'm typing as P, so it will show the product, and we can select it by clicking on the down arrow and enter, and it will be added. And remove this. The next one is click on this down arrow. You will see all the products. Click on the product that you need to add, and it will be added automatically. Okay. So now let's remove this and add by typing in the product name. Okay, it has been added. So here you have the order notes. So if you need to provide some special order notes for this order, you can type here or leave it as blank. So for this demo, I am typing it as order note. And next is the place of delivery, where you are delivering this, where you are delivering the product. So I am going to keep it as direct, or you can enter the city or the state name where you are delivering, or a store name, whatever you need, or leave it as blank. Next is the LR or vehicle number. We are delivering direct, so there is no LR or vehicle number. Let us leave it as blank. Dispatch details also, you can provide any details, how many bag it contains likewise. So it contains 1 bag where it has a pen drive. Okay, now here total items and total quantity will be displayed. Total items is how many items you have added in the invoice, and total quantity is how many quantities are added in the invoice. So now if we change this quantity to 2, you can see the total item is 1 but total quantity is 2. And now we are adding another product, memory card. Now total items is 2 and the total quantity is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. It will be displayed here. Now we can see pen drive has 18% tax, so there is a tax slab 9% and 9%, and memory card has 5% tax, so there is another new tax slab which is 2.5 and 2.5. This applies for intrastate. And now if we go and select the other state, which will become as interstate, you can see the tax calculated automatically, IGST 18% and 5%. So let's revert this back. Okay, and now here you will see a bunch of buttons here. This is if you need to hold this customer and add a new sales screen, like if this is a really lengthy bill, if this is a really lengthy invoice and the customer is waiting with just 1 or 2 products, we can click on new sales screen. A second sales screen will be displayed. So how you can know this is the second screen? You can see at the top you will have new sales, and in bracket you will see how many windows are open. So this is the second window. Here you can invoice for that customer and close this window. Next is the sales return. So if the customer has returned the product, you can click on sale return and click the return invoice number and click on add return. So we will discuss about this in the upcoming tutorials. Next is add discount. So we have already provided discount, but if you need to override this discount values and provide a flat 5% discount, you can click on add discount. You can either mention in rupees. So if you mention in rupees 100 rupees and click on apply, every discount value will be changed to 100 for each and every product. So if you need to change per product, you can just click on directly discount and type it as 200. It will be changed per product. But if you need to change for all products, you can use this option. So I'm going to add discount, and now I'm going to delete the rupees and I'm going to give it as in percentage. So let's give it as 10%. Click on apply. So 10% of this sale price value will be added as the discount. Next is the add extra charges button. So if you need to add any shipping charges or any extra card swiping charges, you can click on add extra charges and you can type in the extra charge that you need to add. So I'm giving it as shipping, and you can do as percentage of the invoice value, total invoice value, like 1% of the invoice or 10% likewise, or you can mention a flat amount. So I'm mentioning 100 and click on add extra charge, and the shipping charge is added here. If you need to remove this extra charge, click on add extra charge and click on remove extra charge, and the extra charge is removed. And the next option is add amount received. If you need to add an amount received, like if you are a customer swipes a card, you can click on add amount received and received through the swipe machine or received through bank, and click on add so that the amount is received. So let's close this now and clear, as the name implies, it will clear all the information here. So now let's save the invoice. So after saving the invoice, you will get a print preview here. In the print preview screen, in the left side, you will see the different number of template designs available for this. So now it is displaying the template 1 design. If you click on template 2, it will display the template 2 design. If we click on template 3, it will display the template 3 design likewise. So now let's click on template 1, and it supports A5 templates also and thermal printing also. And if you need a custom template, you're welcome. We will design you a custom template too that matches your current billing style or your brand. Click on template 1. For now, I'm clicking on template 1. And here below that, you will see copies to print. So this is the settings that we gave it as default. So if you need to override that, you can type that here. So I'm giving it as 1. And on the right side, you will see some options to share the invoice. So you can share this invoice via SMS if you have SMS balance. Next, you can share this invoice as email also, or you can share via WhatsApp. Next, you can print this invoice or save this invoice as PDF. So I'm going to print this invoice now. I'm clicking on print invoice. You will get a print dialog. Here you can select your printer. So now I'm going to give it as a PDF printer. Click on print. Okay, I'm going to save it in the desktop. Invoice 2. Click on save. So the invoice has been printed. So now let's close this window and close the new sales window and minimize the super billing. And in the desktop, you can see there is a PDF file here, invoice 2. Let's open. Yeah, you will get this print in your physical printer. Now I have printed this in PDF, so I got this print. Okay. So let's close this and open super billing again. So now we have made a sale of memory card and pen drive. So now you can see the product of memory card is 8. The stock of the memory card is 8. We have sold 1 already, and pen drive we have sold 2. So if you click on products again, you will see the stock has been reduced. So from 8, 1 stock has been reduced to 7, and from 10, 1 stock has been reduced to 8. So how you know that this is for how the stock was reduced and what is the history of this stock? For that, we have an option here below called view inventory. Now let's check this for pendrive 64 GB. Click on pendrive 64 GB, the product that you need to check, and click on view inventory. So you can see the product name, pendrive 64 GB, the status is in stock, negative stock settings, no, and you will get the description of the stock changed. So first we have added the opening stock of 10. Next we have sold 2 in the invoice number 2 with the date 17/5/2021, and you can see the closing stock is 8. So you can check the inventory or the stock history here. So now let's close this. Now let's add 2 back to the pen drive. So how to add 2 stocks back to the pen drive? So if you can add this manually by clicking on adjust stock here. Select the product, click on adjust stock. So you can see displayed the stock in hand is 8. How many you want to add or reduce? So now you can also reduce the stock, and you can see the new updated stock displays here, or you can add the stock. So I'm going to add 1. It will be 9. So click on update. Stock updated successfully, and you can see pendrive 64 GB has been increased by 1. Now if you click on view inventory, you can see the opening stock was 10, sale -2. You can see here manual adjust +1, now 9, and references admin user has modified this, and the date of this, and the closing stock is now 9. Now let's add a dealer. To add a dealer, on the left menu, click on customer or dealer and click on add customer or dealer. So now let's add a dealer. Type in the dealer name. I am giving it as dealer 1, and the state of the dealer. Let's select a state. So Delhi, and the mobile number, and the email address if you need, and the type. So this is important now. If you are adding a dealer, you have to click on this and select dealer. So the type should be dealer, and the GST number if you have, the dealer code, and the balance. If you need to pay the dealer, like if you have a balance that you owe for the dealer, like you have to pay 1,000 rupees for that dealer, I am giving it as 1,000 and I am going to give it as payable. So we have to pay this dealer. Okay, now click on save and close this. As you can see here, for customer we have given as credit, so this is the balance from the customer. We have to get 6927 from the customer, and here for dealer we have to give him 1,000, so it is minus 1,000 and it has an outgoing sign. Okay, to add a purchase invoice, on the left menu click on purchases, click on new purchase, mention whether this purchase is cash or credit. So I'm giving it as credit, and for a dealer I'm going to type in D, so I'm getting dealer 1 and selecting the dealer 1, and you can see the balance is 10,000, the balance is 1,000 which you have to pay to the dealer. This is the same screen that we saw for sales. Now directly we will go to add a product. We are going to buy pen drive, so pen drive 64 GB, and the quantity is 1. So now you can see you will get the purchase price. So the purchase price we provided for the product was 2,000, so we're getting here 2,000, and we're getting all the tax details, the total items, quantity, and the total here. So let's save this purchase. So purchase invoice saved successfully. Let's close this purchase window. Now let's go to products by clicking products on the left menu, and now you can see pen drive, the stock has been increased to 10 as we have added a purchase to it, so the stock is automatically updated. So now click on view inventory. You can see here purchase +1, and the invoice reference and the date of the purchase is mentioned here, and we have the closing stock of 10. Okay, now we have created a sales invoice for credit, and we have bought a product. We have bought one quantity of pen drive for credit. How we can pay this? Now go to home. You can see the sales this month, to receive, and purchases this month, and to pay. Now you have to receive an amount from customer called customer 1. Let's say your customer has paid this amount and transferred it to your bank. Now we have bank balance of 10,000 rupees. Now to add this transaction, that the payment you received from the customer, you can click on accounting and click on amount received. You will see a amount received list window. Here click on add amount received. Add amount received screen will be displayed. Select a customer from whom you are receiving the amount. I'm going to select as customer 1, and the date when the amount is paid, and the total amount. So let's say it is 6927. Okay, now on received through, you can select whether you have received the amount via cash or bank. So now we are going to click on bank, and if you have any notes about this, you can enter the notes here and click on add. Amount received added successfully. Let's close this, and you can see the amount received from customer, date, the amount, and received through type, whether it is cash or bank. Now let's go to home, and you can see now the cash at bank has been updated. The previous balance was 10,000 plus 6927 is added, and it is displayed as 16,927. Okay, now we have received this amount from the customer. So now click on customer or dealer from the left menu, and you can see for the customer 1 the balance is 0 because the amount is received from this customer. Now we have to indicate that the amount is received from the customer. For that, go to home. Here you will see to receive option, and you will see 2 bills are pending for the total of 9665. Click on that, and from the customer one, the amount is paid, so the bill is paid off. Select the customer and click on mark as paid. This is to know that and to make sure or check that the customer has been paid. On mark as paid, you can select the paid date and click as mark as paid, and it will disappear. The invoice is marked as paid. Now let's go to sales, and here click on sales invoices. You can see the customer one status is paid. Now we have a balance of 16927 in our bank, and we have to pay our dealer 2360. To pay an amount to dealer, you have to go to accounting, click on accounting on the left menu, click on amount paid. You will get an amount paid list. On the amount paid list, click on add amount paid. Under add amount paid window will be displayed here, and on paid to, I am selecting the dealer 1 and the date, so I am selecting it as 17, and the amount. So we have the purchase amount as 2360 plus 1000 as the opening balance, which we have to pay to the dealer, 3360. So 2360 plus 1000, it is 3360, and we have paid it through bank. So you can select how you paid, like cash or bank, and click on add. Now amount paid has been added successfully. Now go to customer or dealer by clicking in the left menu, customer or dealer option, and you can see now dealer 1, there is no balance here. Now go to home and mark this invoice as paid. So you can be sure that you have paid this dealer. Click on to pay, select the dealer that you have paid and click as mark as paid. Select the paid date and click mark as paid. So it will be the invoice has been marked as paid. Now you can see the bank balance has been reduced. So if you need to see the ledger of an account or a dealer, here in the left menu, click on accounting and click on ledger. Here you will have a from to date. Click on the date. I need from 17 to 18 and choose the account. I want the dealer 1 ledger and click on search. So you can see the opening balance that we gave to the dealer was 1000, and by purchase we had a credit of 2360, and to bank we have paid the dealer, so 3360, and the closing balance is 0. Here you will get the total debit and total credit of this particular account. So if you need to share this to the dealer, you have an option here called print. Click on print and you will get the print dialog. Here select the printer. Now I am going to print as PDF, so I am clicking on print. So ledger. Okay, it has been printed. Now let's minimize this and open the ledger PDF file, and you can see the ledger for dealer has been generated, and you can share this by WhatsApp or email. Okay, so let's close this, bring back super billing. So this is the basic explanation of this software. So the basic demo of how the accounts is maintained, how the purchase and sales are maintained, how it is added, how sales and purchase invoices are added, how a product or customer or dealer is added, and how accounting in the software works. So it is very simple. The ledger is automatically generated. You can also add it manually, and the stock is maintained, the inventory is maintained, and you can see different types of reports here. To see the reports, on the left menu, click on reports, and here under the transaction report, you can see the sales report, the purchase report, sales return report, purchase return report, product sales report. Product sales report is for a given period of time, how many and what products and how many are sold. So this is the product sales. Next is the day wise sales. So you need to get sales by day. So you can select from and to date and click on search. For each day, how many sales has been made, you will get these details here. And the next is the product purchase. So what products you have purchased for a given period of time, you can search it here. And the next is the dealer report. So we have how many dealers you have bought from, and what is the total number of dealers, the purchase value, the discount they gave, the gross profit for this product. You can get this report here. Next is the ledger. We have seen it earlier. So for example, you have to see the sales ledger from 15 to 18. You can provide the date 15 to 18, and from accounts you can select as sales and click on search. You will get the sales report. So if you need a bank report, you can give it as, you can select the bank report, or you need the customer report, you can select customer report. So this is the ledger. So the next is the day book. On day book, you can select a date and search for a day book. So what are the transactions that happened in a particular day? You will get all the details here. You can also print these details. And next is the profit and loss. So from or to date, what is the profit and loss? So this is the profit and loss statement here. Next is the balance sheet. You can select from or to date and calculate balance sheet, and you will get the total balance sheet here. And here you will see the customer report. You can click on all customers to do the customer report. How many is total outstanding amount, and dealer wise or customer wise, what is the outstanding amount. So if you need to view only for dealer, you can select it dealer here, or if you need to view only for customer, you can select here. So if you have to view it for both, you can just click on all customers and you can see you will get the outstanding for all the customers. Next is the amount payable. The amount that you are payable to your dealers or customers. And here is amount receivable report, the amount the customer has to pay you. So this is the total amount receivables here. And the next we have the GST reports. So here we have a GSTR1 report. You can select from to date and click on generate GSTR1. So the GSTR1 is generated. So now we currently don't have any GST reports. In upcoming tutorials, we will cover on how to create a GST report and get the GST returns, how to file the GST returns. And we have GST3B report. We have GSTR9 report. You have to consult your auditor before filing the GSTR9 report. Next is the product report. So here on the product report, we have all products report. And here we have low stock products. Currently we don't have any low stock items. And we have a stock summary here. So on stock summary, you can click on get stock summary. So you will get how many products you have in a category and how many products the categories have, and what is the sale price, purchase price, the sale value and the purchase value of the product. You will get all your products consolidated, all your stocks consolidated here. You can print this stock summary as well. And here you have expense report. So if you have any expense, you have added any expenses, the expenses will be displayed here. We have around 22 different types of reports to make your business decisions easy and smart and grow your business. So that's all for this quick demo here. So you can download Superbilling for free on superbilling.in. We have different types of tutorial videos on how to use the software. Thank you for watching. Hope you like Superbilling.